Hello and welcome. Coming up is powerboat racing from the US of A.
Welcome to Madison, Indiana for the Lucas Oil Madison Regatta. This is the 61st annual running of the Indiana Governor's Cup. Madison is a beautiful historic town in Indiana located in Jefferson County on the banks of the Ohio River. We're on this historic race course with the U.S. Air National Guard H-1 Unlimited Hydroplane Series as thousands of fans prepare to watch the national debut of the P1 SuperStock Championship Series featuring the P128 SS Panther. The course in Madison is a simple oval. One direction you'll be going with the current, the other against the current, and a total of 1.7 miles for the total lap distance. As we head to the race course, our first set of boats will be our Super V singles and the Evolution class. These boats operate on a horsepower to weight ratio format, with the SVS boats weighing 8.5 pounds per horsepower and the Evolution boat at 6.5 pounds per horsepower. These boats will be running with the P1 SuperStock Championship Series at a number of events this year. They're here in Madison, Indiana, as one of the American Powerboat Association's categories of boats in the offshore category with Powerboat P1. In the Evolution class, number 47, Global Warmer here on exhibition with Dan Davies and Kyle Dietzen. This is a 42-foot fountain featuring a pair of Mercury 700 SCI engines, number 6 Speedmaster drives, and Herring propellers. In the competitive SVS class, number 29, Team Typhoon with Colby Lawrence and Randy Schluss. On the inside is Team Simmons Octane with Jim Simmons and Tyler Crockett. In the middle is the father and son team Pirate Racing, number 21, with David and Travis Denham. And they are side by side on the back straightaway, with Octane having just a slight edge. Our exhibition boat in Evolution, Dan Davies and Kyle Dietzen, with a perfect ride attitude as they make their way around the turn. But Pirate Racing is now driving around on the outside of Team Octane. As Octane goes through the rooster tail on the outside, Pirate Racing now moves into second place. As Global Warmer makes their way across the start-finish line, this is the first race in the boat for Kyle Dietzen with Dan Davies. Pirate Racing got past Simmons Octane, and he is now making a run on Team Typhoon for the lead. Typhoon is out front with Colby Lawrence and Randy Schluss, followed by the father and son team of David and Travis Denham. Evolution boats thrive in the big rough water conditions. Not the case here in Madison, Indiana with calm water. As you can see how these V-bottoms are able to turn in the smooth water conditions. Pirate Racing now making a move on Typhoon. They're side by side on the outside as Pirate Racing drives around. Identical engines in both of these boats, Mercury 525s. As our exhibition Evolution boat makes their way around the final turn in this heat. As they approach the start-finish line to finish up the first heat here in Madison, Indiana. But the battle continues in SVS. Pirate Racing went to the outside, trying to carry some speed, but they went way wide, allowing Team Typhoon to hold the inside line. Team Typhoon is holding the lead. As they come to the start-finish line, it's going to be close, but Team Typhoon is going to have them by a couple of boat lengths as they cross the start-finish line, and Team Typhoon will take the checkered flag in heat number 1, with Pirate Racing coming in second place and Octane Simmons in third. One heat in the books here at the 61st annual Lucas Oil Madison Regatta as Team Typhoon takes the win with Randy Schluss and Colby Lawrence. Second place goes to Pirate Racing with David and Travis Denham, and third place goes to Simmons Octane with Jim Simmons and Tyler Crockett.
Stay tuned for more powerboat action from Indiana. Welcome back. Let's return for more powerboat racing from Madison, Indiana.
Next up, the Panthers take the water for the debut of the P1 SuperStock Championship Series here in North America. Less than 1 year ago, these boats were just a drawing. Now they are on the water, running in the U.S. and the U.K. for the 2011 season. All the boats are identical, 28 feet long, 7.5 feet wide, all featuring stock Evinrude 250 HO engines and 4-blade lab-finished propellers. These boats all capable of speeds right at 70 miles an hour. This is the first time they've been on the water in the U.S., and we have a green flag, and they are underway. From the inside, number 11, Oregon Custom Marine with Colby Lawrence and Randy Schluss. Number 14, J.D. Byrider, the father and son team, Mark Kowalski and Cody Kowalski. Number 10, Peters and May with Azam Ali and Travis Denham. Number 13, Miss Madison with Paul Gallup and Kyle Dietzen. And rounding out the fleet, number 11, Team K-Way with Corey Kowalski and Tyler Crockett. As the boats make their way to turn 1 in the first heat, the inside lane is going to have the advantage. That is Oregon Custom Marine as they move to the lead. Second place is going to be J.D. Byrider, and right on their outside is Miss Madison. These teams all first time in the boat this weekend here in Madison, Indiana. All of these boats brand new, having just made it off the production line here in time for the first race. As Team Oregon Custom Marine, J.D. Byrider and Miss Madison all within a boat length of each other as they make it to turn 3 and 4. Oregon Custom Marine is going to have the edge. Colby Lawrence and Randy Schluss. All of these boats running identical engines as they've all been sealed. The technical inspectors here at Madison putting the seals on the boats here for the first race. They make their way around the turn. These are twin step bottom V's. And Oregon Custom Marine has a great lead right now, with the inside lane having the advantage in the smooth water here in Madison, Indiana. Miss Madison goes to the inside of J.D. Byrider, looking to shorten his distance around the race course as they get to turn 1 and 2 as they cross the start-finish line here in heat number 1. And our leader is Oregon Custom Marine with Randy Schluss and Colby Lawrence. Oregon Custom Marine based in Portland, Oregon. A leading dealer of high-performance powerboats as Miss Madison goes to the inside again, trying to shorten their line and try to make up some ground on Oregon Custom Marine. Miss Madison followed by J.D. Byrider on the outside. All of the boats come race ready from the factory. They're available for lease or for purchase as Miss Madison gets a little bit tight going around the turn, almost hooks. He's now side by side with J.D. Byrider. J.D. Byrider on the outside. They now have a deck-to-deck battle with Miss Madison on the inside as they make their way back towards the start-finish line. Miss Madison trying to shorten the course distance by going to the inside. J.D. Byrider, very experienced pilot with Mark Kowalski in the boat, but the opportunity to run with his son. And that's what put him in the boat this weekend, as J.D. Byrider is just going to have a nose on Miss Madison as they cross the start-finish line here in heat number 1. These boats can be leased on a race-by-race basis or an annual basis, as well as available for purchase. Powerboat P1 setting up a global series with these boats. Currently this year they are running in the UK and the United States. As we look at our leader, Oregon Custom Marine with Randy Schluss and Colby Lawrence. The UK's first race was in Jersey, where the Panthers made their worldwide debut on the race course, and Miss Madison is now a boat length behind our leader, having gotten past J.D. Byrider, and they're trying to get to the inside line as Oregon Custom Marine doesn't give a lot of room, and they go right through the outside of the rooster tail. Miss Madison trying to make up some distance. He lost a lot of ground as he was forced to go through the rooster tail of the leader, Oregon Custom Marine. J.D. Byrider now takes the inside line, trying to make up some more distance and getting themselves past Miss Madison. But Miss Madison carries the speed. They're going to hold off J.D. Byrider and maintain second place position as Oregon Custom Marine continues to lead here in heat number 1. The format here in Madison is going to be a combined total score of all of the heats to determine an overall winner, as Miss Madison tries to run down Oregon Custom Marine. A wide variety of experience on the race course, all the way from teams that have run 140-mile-an-hour boats to absolute rookies in boats that are identical, giving everybody the same opportunity on the race course. As we look at our leader, Oregon Custom Marine, as they're on the back straightaway heading towards turn 3 and 4. The 28-foot Panthers, again, a twin step bottom boat, all composite construction, no wood in the boat, as they carve their way around the turn. Making their way back towards the start-finish line. And this should be the final lap as Miss Madison continues to run in second place. J.D. Byrider again dives to the inside. But Miss Madison is going to hold him off. Oregon Custom Marine should take the checkered flag as it is out. Checkered flag is for Oregon Custom Marine as they take the win in heat number 1. Followed by Miss Madison in second place and J.D. Byrider in third. As we look at the results for heat number 1, first place goes to Oregon Custom Marine, second place to Miss Madison, third place to J.D. Byrider, fourth place to Peters and May, and fifth place to K-Way. As we look at Randy Schluss and Colby Lawrence in Oregon Custom Marine holding off Miss Madison to take the win in heat number 1.
Stay tuned for more powerboat racing from Madison, Indiana. Let's return to Madison, Indiana and powerboat racing.
Welcome back to Madison, Indiana for the Lucas Oil Madison Regatta, the 61st annual Governor's Cup event. We're getting ready for our final heat in Evolution and SVS. With Evolution here in an exhibition capacity, all the boats reverse their finish positions from their last heat, with the third place finisher going to the inside and Typhoon having one being on the outside as they have a green flag, and we are underway here in the final heat. As we watch the big global warmer Evolution boat on the outside. Simmons Octane started on the inside, but as they come into the turn, they're a little behind and have to go over the wake of Team Typhoon and Team Pirate. They're now to the outside as Team Typhoon gets an early lead. A great jump for Team Typhoon all the way from the outside right back to the lead. As you watch on the outside, the big Evolution boat going by Team Typhoon. Typhoon getting a great jump out in the lead right now over the father and son team of David and Travis Denham. These boats all 30-foot V-bottom single engine inboards, all running at 8.5 pounds per horsepower as we look at our second place boat, Pirate Racing. David and Travis Denham, number 21. All of the boats also running sealed engines. They're all identical engines, 525 Mercury inboards with Bravo base stern drives. As Pirate slides a little bit to the outside, holding right on the outside of the wake of Team Typhoon that takes the inside line. But Pirate Racing carrying a little bit of speed as they try to make up ground and come almost side by side with Team Typhoon as they head towards the start-finish line. As Dan Davies and Kyle Dietzen come by in the number 47 Evolution boat, Global Warmer. That boat runs at 6.5 pounds per horsepower. As Pirate Racing is now just inched by Team Typhoon to take the lead in the final heat here in Madison, Indiana. Pirate Racing goes wide, giving a nice inside line to Team Typhoon. Team Typhoon makes up some ground, but Pirate Racing, carrying speed on the outside, moves out to the lead ahead of Team Typhoon. Kyle Dietzen and Dan Davies. Dan Davies, the owner of the Global Warmer team. As Team Pirate Racing has about a boat length on Team Typhoon as Typhoon takes the inside line as they make their way around turn 3 and 4. Pirate Racing on the outside, carrying some speed. They've got about a half a boat length. Let's see if they maintain it as Team Typhoon gets a little bobble. Gets the boat sliding a little bit sideways. That allows Team Pirate Racing to get ahead. Pirate Racing has them by about 3 boat lengths as they make their way across the start-finish line here in heat number 2, the final heat here at the Lucas Oil Madison Regatta. The bases purpose of the Evolution and SVS classes was narrowed down to horsepower to weight ratio to allow different boats and different engine manufacturers to compete on a level playing field. With a number of other boats scheduled to pick up the rest of the series as we move from Madison to Detroit and on to Morehead City, North Carolina in the P1 SuperStock Championship Series. Pirate Racing continues to lead over Team Typhoon. The father and son team, David and Travis Denham, in their 30-foot Phantom powered by Mercury 525, making their way around turn 3 and turn 4. Down at the bridge side of this historic race course here in Madison, Indiana, Team Typhoon tries to square the turnoff, makes up a little bit of distance, but they're back about 4 boat lengths right now as Team Pirate Racing makes their way across the start-finish line, continuing to lead in the final heat here in Madison, Indiana. On the back straightaway, Dan Davies and Kyle Dietzen making their way around turn 3 and turn 4. You see how this big V-bottom is able to carve a turn. Here in the smooth waters of Madison, Indiana, Dan Davies and Kyle Dietzen in the Global Warmer here in exhibition, the Evolution class for Powerboat P1. Pirate Racing continues to lead. They get a little bit of a bobble as they come around the turn, trying to carry as much speed as they can. They've opened up a little bit more of a margin right now on Team Typhoon as they cross the start-finish line to take the checkered flag in the final heat here in Madison. As we look at the heat totals and the times, the overall win will go to Team Typhoon with Randy Schluss and Colby Lawrence. Second place goes to Team Pirate Racing with David and Travis Denham. Third place goes to Team Octane Simmons with Jim Simmons and Tyler Crockett.
Stick around, there's plenty more powerboat action from Madison, Indiana still to come. Let's return to Madison, Indiana for more powerboat racing.
Next up, it's time for the P128 SS Panthers and the SuperStock final here in Madison, Indiana. The boats are lined up in the inverse from their finishes in the previous heat. Leaving K-Way on the inside, next lane is Peters and May, JD Byrider in the center. Next is Miss Madison. On the outside is Oregon Custom Marine. As our BioClean pace boat gives the green flag, and we are underway in the final heat here in Madison for the SuperStocks. On the inside, Team K-Way, but Miss Madison jumps to a lead with JD Byrider in chase on the outside, Team Oregon Custom Marine. Miss Madison, the crowd favorite here in Madison, Indiana, gets a great jump with JD Byrider on the inside. But on the extreme outside, coming up hard, is Oregon Custom Marine as they all make their way into the turn. With number 14, JD Byrider on the inside, holding off Miss Madison on the outside. And they're going to take the lead. JD Byrider 1 boat length ahead of Miss Madison as they make their way towards turn 3. As they all got bunched up down at the initial turn. JD Byrider is now in a distant third with Oregon Custom Marine in the lead. Second place, Miss Madison, but Miss Madison is on the inside. JD Byrider on the outside, trying to close the door on Miss Madison. As he squeezes them just a little bit to the inside, Miss Madison holds the line. As we look at the rest of the fleet, Oregon Custom Marine in third place, followed by Team K-Way and Peters and May. K-Way, our Canadian entry. Brian Centrabon, the owner of this boat, today being piloted by Tyler Crockett and Corey Kowalski, as Peters and May on the outside with Azam Ali and Travis Denham try to make up some ground. Looking now back at our third place boat, that is Team Oregon Custom Marine. Tim McDonald of Oregon Custom Marine, the owner of this boat, currently being run by Colby Lawrence and Randy Schluss. But back to our battle for the lead. Miss Madison has now got deck to deck with Team JD Byrider has them by a nose as they go into turn 3. Miss Madison has the inside lane. Miss Madison makes a great turn, giving a little bit of push to JD Byrider as they have to go a little bit wide through the turn. That costs them several boat lengths. Miss Madison now moves into the lead over JD Byrider. Miss Madison with Kyle Dietzen and Paul Gallup heading towards the start-finish line here in heat number 2. They are now in the lead. Miss Madison in first place. Second place is JD Byrider, the father and son team of Cody and Mark Kowalski. This weekend is Cody's first race. He's on the outside as they try to make up ground on Miss Madison. Miss Madison has the inside lane. JD Byrider tries to go to the inside, takes a little bit of water over the windshield as they are now right on the tail of Miss Madison. JD Byrider, second place. Father and son team Mark and Cody Kowalski as they are trying to run down Miss Madison. Miss Madison has opened up a little bit more of a margin on the back end of the race course, carving a great turn as they head towards the start-finish line. Identical boats, identical engines, same propellers. Evinrude 250 HO E-Tech power as Miss Madison has the inside lane. JD Byrider made up some distance on that last turn, but they're still trailing behind Miss Madison, our leader, here at the 61st annual Lucas Oil Madison Regatta. Kyle Dietzen and Paul Gallup in the lead. Second place, JD Byrider, Mark and Cody Kowalski as they ride just on the outside wake. Followed closely by Oregon Custom Marine with Randy Schluss and Colby Lawrence, having just hopped out of their SVS boat for the final heat here in SuperStock. Miss Madison makes their way around the final turn at 3 and 4, heading towards the start-finish line. The checkered flag is in sight. Miss Madison heads towards the win in the final heat. And it looks like they are going to hold off JD Byrider, and they take the win here in the final heat at the 61st annual Lucas Oil Madison Regatta. Second goes to JD Byrider. Third goes to Oregon Custom Marine here in Madison. As we look at our overall scores for all of the combined heats here in Madison for SuperStock, first place overall goes to Miss Madison with Kyle Dietzen and Paul Gallup. Second place goes to Oregon Custom Marine with Randy Schluss and Colby Lawrence. And third place overall goes to JD Byrider with the father and son team of Mark and Cody Kowalski. The next stop for the P1 SuperStock Championship Series is Detroit, Michigan and the Gold Cup, where the P128 SS Panther teams will compete for the coveted Garwood Trophy.
That's all for now, but join us again next time for more top-class motorsport entertainment.